Young Miami just said Diddy is like God to her with no hesitation, and this is super uncomfortable. This is no longer just about admiration, but about power, control, and a level of loyalty that feels way too deep for comfort. People are starting to question what kind of hold Diddy really has over her, and just how far her loyalty goes. Was this just a slip-up or a glimpse into something way darker? Let's get right into it.
You wanna know what I do when I act bad? I do what the I want. I'm gonna do what the I want, say what I want. That's acting bad. Like
that's why I with you too.
Yeah, I'm hanging out the window.
Yeah, you with the shit.
I'm twerking.
That's what the I'm
doing
talking
the I
about.
want.
Yeah, you living life.
Yeah, acting bad.
As you'll already know, Sean Diddy Combs has been neck deep in legal drama. This man's whole life is wrapped in scandal with a side of mystery. For what feels like forever now, Diddy has always been seen as the shady dude. But let's be real, things got way darker in 2023. The floodgates opened, Cassie's scary story came out, lawsuits started flying, guys whispering about secret tunnels and wild freak-offs. It's been non-stop. Before long, he got arrested, went through all that legal mess, and now he's basically waiting to see what happens at the sentencing. And through all of it, young Miami stayed 10 toes down. She waited, denied, and mostly defended their relationship.
I met him when he was in a love era, and I met Diddy when the world was celebrating him and giving him his flowers while he was alive. And I just feel like...
And now, sis basically worshipped him too.
Can't stop, won't stop, bad boy. Always upgrading from my last one.
One of the more cringeworthy, straight-up eyebrow-raising moments from her podcast, Caresha Please, had young Miami grinning ear to ear while she talked about Diddy. Her words came out like she was preaching, "He doesn't sleep." And nah, she wasn't joking. She meant that with her whole chest. The convo, it was all about their wild bedroom life. So wild, she swore she was going to be the one to tap him out. But nope, Diddy doesn't stop. He doesn't sleep. Sis said she had to be charged up like a Tesla just to keep up.
Going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving us sleep. It's like you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
Now, with all these lawsuits out, we know the real tea. Diddy allegedly kept his women living in this fancy but controlling bubble. We're talking exotic islands, secret tunnels, shopping sprees on tap, crazy bedroom rules, and a whole scary playbook that basically blurred the line between consent and control.
There's so much going on right now. And so Friday is like that time, like after you finish work, and it's just like, that's you time. I look forward to to the commercials and also taking you to Mexico.
Then, young Miami and Diddy brought up tunnels and Love Island. And no, not the TV show, an actual private island apparently. Just added more fuel to the whole mystery.
Then we went to Love Island.
Love Island was lit.
Yeah.
That's my favorite island. I want to go back.
Yeah.
You can take me back.
I'll take you back. No problem.
Love that.
She was out here giggling, talking about sneaking through a back tunnel at his house like it was the most exciting thing ever. But the fans, yeah, they weren't laughing.
At your mama's house with a back tunnel, come outside.
What's even more concerning, the Love Island name has been floating around before. People online have been whispering about it for a minute, saying it's Diddy's own little Epstein-style getaway for him and his crew. No proof, no receipts, just the same creepy rumors popping up over and over until he himself confirmed the island's existence.
And then we went to Love Island.
Eventually, when people started saying her whole thing with Diddy was just a PR stunt, young Miami wasn't having it. She jumped on social media quickly, clapping back like, "What fair I look like being in a PR relationship? Y'all say anything. I'm a for real hood bitch foe." She made it clear that this wasn't a business deal. It's love, passion, and not some calculated branding stunt. But if it's real, then it's really messy. But let's not forget, this same sleepless man couldn't even call their relationship exclusive. Every time someone asked, Diddy danced around them labels like he's allergic to commitment. He admitted they go on dates and have a great time, but made it really clear he's still single.
What's your relationship status? You Mr. Act Bad?
I'm single, you know. I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
All right. So what we is?
We date. We dating. We go have dates. And we friends.
Well, is it an open relationship? Maybe. But it sure didn't feel very open when Diddy popped out announcing he had a whole baby, Love Sean Combs, with another woman in December 2022, all while still wrapped up with Young Miami. As you can imagine, fans went wild, speculating. Was she cool with this? Did she even know? Her response was posting on Twitter, going off on a woman who called her a side chick. It got so loud Diddy had to get online himself like, Young Miami is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. And he went on to say, she's very important and special to me and I don't play about my shorty wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. Let's be real, that sounded more like damage control than actual devotion. And that wasn't the end of it. There was that episode with Trina where Young Miami casually dropped that she likes to be, peed on by her man. The internet lost it. Within hours, #P Diddy was trending everywhere. Now look, not kink shaming, you do you, but fans couldn't help but rightfully be judgy about the whole thing, because it lined up a little too well with all them wild rumors about Diddy's bedroom habits being off the charts.
Okay.
Yeah, why I picked this one.
Oh, Lord. What is it?
I can't say it.
You got to.
It say take a shot if you like golden showers. I do.
Golden showers, meaning when the guy pees on you? Pee on you everywhere? You like?
As you could guess, Young Miami didn't seem bothered at all. If anything, she looked proud. But more and more people online started asking the real question, is she really that open? Or is she stuck in a relationship where boundaries just don't exist? Then came the lawsuits. And they weren't pretty. One of the wildest ones was a woman who claimed Diddy got her pregnant after a series of assaults, and that Young Miami herself was the one calling, pressuring her to get rid of the baby. Allegedly, Miami called her over and over, telling her to make the pregnancy disappear. She wasn't just watching from the sidelines. In that story, she was playing enforcer. Oh, and there's more. Another lawsuit claims she was helping Diddy move drugs. And this ain't just gossip blogs running wild, these are sworn allegations. Whether they hold up in court, we'll see. But either way, they paint a scary picture of someone so loyal, so wrapped up in the mess. Maybe she doesn't even see how deep she's really in court. Things got even uglier. Jane Doe, one of Diddy's accusers, had her texts read out loud, and the internet ate it up. In the messages, she went off after seeing Young Miami flexing her Diddy-funded Chanel spree on Instagram. In her own words, she super ran through and effed all your friends.
That bitch is super ran through and effed all of your friends. That is a text message that Jane Doe said to Diddy when she found out that he took Young Miami to the Chanel store and bought her a bunch of Chanel because she uploaded it to her Instagram, and apparently Jane Doe was seeing Diddy at the time. She admits she was super pissed. She was jealous. They were seeing each other, and she's like, wait a minute, are you serious? Like, I have to be the freak off girl? I have to be like doing all these debauchery nights with all these male escorts?
And this wasn't just random hate. This was a woman claiming she was hurt, used, and tossed aside, now watching the same man spoil another woman like nothing ever happened. Yeah, that stung, and fans felt it. Meanwhile, Young Miami had her own drama brewing. Diddy's ex, Gina, popped up on Instagram, mocking her for fighting over a man who is busy making babies with everybody else.
Hey, you doing all this extra shit you...
Miami, staying true to herself, clapped back on Twitter. You freaky ABs, I'm the attention. It turned into straight up social media warfare. But the fight wasn't over Diddy. It was about the illusion. The illusion of being number one. Y'all, when somebody refuses to call out a man like Diddy, you gotta ask, what does that really say about them? And what does that say about him? Let's not act like Miami is some fool. She's a self-made woman from Liberty City, hustled her way to the top, helped turn city girls into a whole movement, and flipped her loud, bold personality into a bag with her podcast. Sis knows the game. But even some of the smartest and toughest women love romance and money. At times, being chosen by a powerful person can cloud your vision real quick. Diddy's not just some boyfriend. He was a whole brand, a legend. Getting picked by him used to mean something. But now, it's feeling less like a flex and more like a warning sign. And guys, the way Young Miami talks about Diddy almost feels religious. The worship, the awe, the blind spots. And that's what's got people spooked. We have seen this movie before. Cassie once defended Diddy too. She stayed quiet. She smiled for the cameras.
When me and my girl are out on a Friday night and we want to have a good time, we drink Blue Dot Ciroc. Ain't that right, baby? Cheers.
She looked like she was living the dream until she wasn't. Until she finally spoke. And let's be honest, fans aren't just judging Miami because she's with Diddy. They are worried she might be next. Worried she's so deep in the mix she can't even see the red flags waving. Every time she praises him, every time she laughs off the dark rumors, it's like she's making that scary behavior seem normal. And now, watching Karish's journey got folks locked in, but not just in a messy celeb gossip way. The convo has turned darker, more serious, and way more disturbing. Online, the theories aren't just about loyalty anymore. Now, it's all about leverage. One commenter wrote, "She's the type of person that just doesn't care because she's getting paid." And honestly, this comment sums up how a lot of people see it. To some, Karesha's not being fooled. She's playing the game. She knows exactly what's going on. She's cashing those checks, building her brand, riding the Diddy wave for as long as it lasts. To those people, her silence isn't clueless. It's a strategy and survival. But not everybody is buying that. Another person wrote, "You know he's got her on tape doing something. There's no way she could make it to Revolt without him having that advantage over her." Which is even darker as it taps into the same ugly culture we have seen too many times, where power, money, and blackmail get mixed up. In that version, Karesha isn't just playing along. She's stuck, trapped, not just by feelings or fame, but by fear. Fear of what could come out. Fear of what's already in Diddy's back pocket. And if that's the case, her silence isn't about protecting him. It's about protecting herself. Because what happens if Diddy falls and she goes down with him? What happens when exposing his lies means exposing the role you played in building the whole illusion? The brand, the confidence, the godlike image, all of it. That's the real tragedy here. Not just that she's quiet, but that speaking up against Diddy could cost her everything. Not just deals, not just fame, but the persona she sold, the belief she bought into. Yet again, it's the same old tension between feeling empowered and being trapped. We have seen it before. Women who loved powerful men in public but suffered behind the scenes. Their silence, whether it's bought, forced, or chosen, always turns into some kind of currency. It's the trade-off. And that's exactly what makes Karisha's story so complicated. Maybe she loves him. It's possible she's scared. It could be that she's in denial, or it's all of the above. And now, that passion has hardened into something she can barely recognize. But one thing's for sure, young Miami watching courtrooms tear him apart must be awkward, even symbolic. For now, Karesha's still smiling on the red carpet, still posting yacht pics and champagne glasses, still standing 10 toes down like everything's fine. But the world, yeah, they ain't so sure anymore. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button because the next messy twist in Diddy's never-ending drama is just a swipe away.